Let's go. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Let's go.
Sugar is the devil, keto is life TV.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing out here today, man? And today we are talking about exposing evil sugars. Exposing evil sugars. I'm going to show y'all some evil sugars that y'all probably didn't know that there were sugars, man, because there's so many different types of sugars that you read on labels and everything, and you don't even know they're sugar because they say it real funny or they put it in the. So you won't even know what it is because you don't know what it is. But I'm about to tell you, we're about to expose them, the evil sugars, and I'm gonna tell you what sugars you should stay away from. Number one sugar that you should be taking in right now is it ain't even sugar. It's a monk fruit. Monk fruit made from a plant. That's number one. Make sure you take the right one. Lakanto's a real good choice. Number two, stevia. And number three is erythritol. These are all sweeteners. They're all sweeteners. They're not sugar. They're absolutely not sugar at all. Some people have the wrong thing. What you don't want to take, you don't want to take Splenda. You don't want to take, and I'm going to share some other ones with you, but you don't want to take none of that because that is not going to help you. That's going to hurt you. Shout out over here, man, to Trevino. Shout out to Trevino over here. Appreciate y'all being on here. And if you're probably watching my show at the first time, make sure you put one. If you watch my show at a later time, put two. We got Tracy Fidel. What's up out of Selly? Appreciate y'all being on here. So I'm about to share with y'all sugars in a little bit, right? I'm gonna show. I got this deal that I just popped out that I printed out. The most common names of sugar, excluding official sweeteners and sugar substitutes. Okay, so everybody thinks sweet and low is good, right? Well, it's not. Everybody thinks that fructose and just different let me see, let me get another one that's real common. Another one that's real common that you see on everything, right? And you're like, oh, you know what? That's gonna be okay. And some of these words, I ain't gonna lie, I cannot say them. I can try, but I ain't gonna say all of them, you know. So, but I know what to look for. So dextrose, fructose, those are normal. Cane sugar crystals. Sometimes they try to hide it from you, so you won't know what it is. But hey, man, I'm about to tell you everything you need to stay away with. Date sugar, dextrin, um, ethymalto. See, I can't even say that word. It's probably something so simple. I just ain't better see it. I don't know. Hey, I've been out of school. I graduated in '89, y'all. I ain't even gonna sit there and lie. But so we're not worried about the spelling, bro, because you know what I'm saying? Because I got it all in front of me. But the thing is, a lot of y'all taking something and think y'all doing your body right. Like, for instance, Diet Cokes, Zero Cokes, Diet Dr. Peppers. Y'all think y'all doing your body right when you're actually doing your body wrong because it got aspartame in it. And aspartame is very dangerous. Look at what aspartame does to you. It's very, very dangerous. So even though we're doing the right thing, and a lot of times we see something that says sugar-free or stuff that even says keto, and we think we're okay, but actually we're not because you got to read the fine print. You got to read everything. I tell everybody that people that I'm coaching, I said, make sure you read everything. Don't leave nothing out. Read everything because then you'll find, what can hurt you on there, But there's liquid sugars, that you got to worry about, sucralose, granulated sugars you have to worry about, castor sugar, coconut sugar, crystalline, fructose. See, they got these names, and you'll be like, oh, you know what? It don't say sugar. It doesn't say sugar, and they get away with it, like Florida crystals. Like if you see something that says Florida crystals, are you gonna think it has sugar? A lot of times people are not gonna believe it has sugar. Like Florida crystals, you know what? I looked at everything. And then they get you because you're thinking, man, they don't have no sugar in it, right? Even that, they even try to get you on the net carbs. They can only do so much without getting, caught up. But they will. They will get away with some stuff. And of course, a person sees something that says Florida crystals, you're like, oh man, you know what? It's from Florida, but there's no sugar in it. When honestly, there is sugar in it, And it's just different things that are on here, Golden sugar, grape sugar. I had somebody that was coaching and said, well, it says grape sugar on it. So are grapes bad? And I said, that ain't even what it is. It's a whole different sugar, um, panela sugar, raw sugar. Well, you know what raw sugar is. Um, there's so many. Was this terminate sugar, yellow sugar, and then all the liquids, and then agave. People say agave. People say, man, you know what? Agave is good for you. You know, I think even I think there was somebody that was trying to make. They were from Herbalife, and they were trying to use the agave on one of their drinks, a shake or something like that. And of course, me being the keto coach I am, I say, man, you know what? That you better off using something else because that agave is going to hurt you. Agave, whatever you want to call it, it's going to hurt you. So that's not. I'm here to tell you that's not a good sweetener. That's not a sweetener at all. That's sugar. All that nectar. You see things sometimes with labels that say nectar on it, and guess what? That's a sugar. Yeah, you know what? That happens, Tracy. That happens because people think they can relate to the label that says sugar free, but not everything's sugar free. I had this one girl that I'm coaching, and she kept on gaining weight, and she was like, I'm doing everything free. I'm doing everything you're telling me. I'm doing the walking. I'm doing everything. And what it was, she was taking in something that said sugar free in it. And then when she read it to me and told me everything, I said, oh, no, that guy's hidden sugars in it, you know? So you got to be really careful on that. Shout out to my sister-in-law, man. Shout out to Twin and everybody's on here. But hopefully this helps you out, man. Hopefully this helps you out, you know? And most of the time you see fructose, right? Fructose. And that's in everything. That's in ketchup. That's in so many different products. Man, I can't even sit here and tell you all the products. It's in a lot of products. So you got to be real careful on the fructose. Make sure you see fructose. We give our kids this fructose because I was giving it to my kids before. Not anymore. I try to stay away from all that. The closest that my kids ever get anything is sucralose. And sucralose is still not good, but fructose is worse than sucralose, if that makes any sense. But so you got honey. Sometimes you see things honey. Sometimes, oh, it got honey. It's not going to be bad for you. But you know what? If you are trying to get away from sugar, if you're trying to do the keto lifestyle, you know what? Honey's not your friend. You got to stay away from honey. I'm not saying that if you want to have maybe like a teaspoon or something like that, but not daily. You know, I stay away from honey. I don't mess with honey a lot, you know. So that, and then you got invert sugar. You got malt syrup. How many times have you seen something that says malt syrup and you don't know what you're reading? You're seeing it and you're like, it don't say sugar on it. It could say sugar-free on it and it could have malt syrup on it, inside of it. And you don't even know. And the craziest thing is when you pick this up, they're in small print. They're small. When you pick up anything that you're trying to read for sugar caution, they're so small. It's really, really small that you look at it and you're like, oh, well, you know what? I don't see nothing that says sugar. I'm gonna go ahead and take it. And you take it, right? And you know what? Guess what? You just dropped yourself out of ketosis, or you just stopped yourself from getting in ketosis, you know, if you're doing the keto lifestyle. If you're not doing the keto lifestyle, the good reason why and the reason why you should stay away from all this sugar, because I'm exposing evil sugars today. And what sugar does to you, sugar puts you in the hospital. Sugar makes you become diabetic. Sugar makes you become obese. Sugar makes you get anxiety. Sugar makes you get inflammation. Sugar makes you get blood pressure high. Sugar does so much. Depression, you name it, it does everything, right? That's what sugar does. So that's why you should stay away from sugar. So then you got, look at this, evaporated cane. So you see something that says evaporated cane, you're thinking, you know what? Evaporated means it's gone, right? So you're saying evaporated cane. Now tell me, anyone can see evaporated cane on something and is going to assume that there's no sugar in it. It's going to be in broad daylight saying sugar-free or low, whatever it is. Even things that say sometimes keto, and I ain't gonna call those products out because, you know, I just ain't gonna do it right now, but I'll do it later. But you see some products and you say that they're keto, but they're honestly not keto. See, a lot of people, I always tell people all the time, you don't need no products, you don't need no pills, you don't need no shakes, you do not need nothing when you're doing the keto lifestyle. The reason why I fell in love with the keto lifestyle, because it's amazing and you do not need absolutely nothing. You just need to learn how to eat, what to eat, and what not to eat. You know, that's all you need to do, and how to make it taste good. And guess what? My cookbook's coming out this December. And man, did you see those ice creams I made? I made some paletas and they were so delicious, man. And these are recipes all from me, all from me. There's nothing absolutely out there until my book drops December. And it's going to be in all the bookstores, Amazon. I'm already affiliated with Amazon, so it's definitely going to be in Amazon, because everybody, Amazon. Anybody can run to Amazon, especially if you got Prime, So it's going to be really awesome, man. But so let's see what else we got on here. Molasses. It says molasses, right? And some people molasses rice, right? Guys, anytime you see syrup, leave it alone. That's exactly what it is. Syrup. That's exactly what it is, So there's so many, man, and I'll go through them. As we do this. So we got, like I said, we have lactose, Montos, sucralose, just everything. But the one that's crazy is the one that says Florida Crystals. You tell me how many people are going to feel that there's no sugar in that. You know what? I don't know if you, Tracy, I don't know if you've been following me. I'm pretty sure you have. For fruit, I tell everyone, do not take no type of fruit unless it's blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, or raspberries. And those are all so good. I had somebody that I'm coaching, and they said, Free, I don't like them like that. So then I said, do you like jelly? And they said, yeah, I like jelly. So, okay, I'm going to tell you how to make some jelly, a recipe that I got. I'm going to show you how to make some jelly. These are people that I'm coaching, right? Because I just didn't give anybody my recipes. They have to buy the recipe book. But so I showed him how to make some jelly, and he enjoyed it. He ate it with the low carb, the solo toast. And then I got people that tell me, hey, Free, well, this is not keto and this and that. But you know what? I always tell people, you have to read everything. In my opinion, in my coaching and everything, I don't try to come to you and treat you like a kid, right? So my deal might be different from your deal because, I'm keto adapted. I've been doing this for three and a half years, going on 4 years almost. And so my body works different. And I do intermittent fasting. I go 20 hours every day. Last night, I actually ate earlier. So today I got 23 hours and I started eating, right? And I'm not hungry, so I don't eat. But I'm done. Right now it's 10:02. I was done already exactly at 8:15. I was done. No more food. Done. And whatever, it might not be 8:15. It might be a little bit later. It was when I did the ice cream on TikTok. And that was it. TikTok, y'all better go check out the ice cream, boy. It's good. Shout out to Cringe Stress. Already. Shout out to y'all. But guys, exposing evil sugars. I'm exposing them today. I feel like exposing some companies. I do, but you know what? I can't do that. I feel like exposing some doctors. But let me just play this for our good.
Attention, my advice is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any health problems. I am not a doctor. I just show you what worked for me. Let's begin the show.
All right, y'all. So right now, if you're type 2, if you're borderline, if you have high blood pressure, if you have anxiety, if you have depression, if you have skin problems, if you whatever's wrong with you right now, and if you continue seeing your doctor is never going to ever fix you, right? The doctor is going to take care of your symptom, never the disease. Never the disease. I'm telling you right now, they will never take care of the disease. So that's one good reason why you need to leave sugar alone. Sugar is not going to do nothing but hurt you. And if it don't hurt you now, it's going to hurt you later. These days, our engine light is turning on at the age of 30s. Early 30s, people are getting sick already. Early 30s. And this was never happening before. Ever happening before. But now it's because everything has sugar. Everything don't only have sugar, it has added sugar. And sugar after that. I was telling somebody last time, they go, man, you know what? I eat Raisin Bran. Is Raisin Bran good? Definitely not. You know, just a little box like this of Raisin Bran carries 68 nets of sugar. Just this right here, 68 grams of sugar. And we're talking about something this small, the little box. And then you got the added sugars. Man, you know, so and then you got so many things. You got like Cracker Jacks, you know. Go see how many they have, you know. There's so many things that have sugar. Hey, shout out to George, man. Appreciate y'all being on there. There's so many things that have sugar that people don't realize it. People don't realize it. People wonder, man, Free, why do I feel the way I feel? And some people don't get it. Some people don't get it. Again, I ain't mention no names, but some people just got out the hospital. They just got out the hospital. Said, Free, I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you, Free. I'm here telling them, call me like if they're my girlfriend or my wife or something. I'm telling them, hey, call me. I can help you. I can help you. I want this more than they do. I feel bad for them, right? But I can't help everyone. I can't help everyone. But if you think that they go to the hospital, their kidneys, something's given out on them, right? And they ain't going to change. I would think a person would change when you go to the hospital, but they don't. I would think a person would change if they get their leg amputated, but they don't. I would think a person would change if they lose their eyesight, but they don't. People will not change. And I can't say they're going to change when they're about to die either, because they won't. I do not know what's going to make people change. I don't know if I'm ever going to help everybody. I know I can't help everybody. I know I can't. People look at my shows. They enjoy my shows. But sometimes they don't run with it. They don't grow from it. They don't do nothing with it. Some people do. Some people do. I know some people that have changed their life. And they tell me, Free, thank you for your videos. Free, thank you for this. Free, thank you for that. Whatever it is. And I appreciate it. I really appreciate it when I get a little bit credit. I really appreciate it. Only because I want other people to say, hey, you know what? He's a good coach. He could help me, you know. And the main thing I told y'all last time is I've been there. I've been there. We do this together. You know, this ain't no solo thing. We do this together. People that I'm coaching right now, like I'm coaching Daryl, Denise. Let me see who else. Danny. Man, there's so many. Who else? What's his name? Juan from San Antonio. I was helping Gilbert. Gilbert has type 1 diabetes. I've been helping him. And other people, other people. But the thing is, guys, I'm not around them 24/7. So even when they tell me, Free, man, you know what? I'm doing everything you're telling me and I'm not dropping no weight. What's going on? No, you're not doing everything I'm telling you. I promise you're not doing everything I'm telling you. I know you're not doing everything I'm telling you. Because some people think they're going to get away with some of the habits they have. I've seen it too many times. I tell a girl, take me through your day. And she's taking me through her day. And she tells me and breaks down and tells me, I had a Kit Kat, just a little piece of Kit Kat, and I say, okay, well, one time, and she goes, oh, no, I really like Kit Kats, and the girl, she brings them, and I don't want to be rude, stuff like that. I'm like, man, really, a Kit Kat? You've been working so hard, and you let a Kit Kat gonna mess you up? People, this don't happen by chance. This happens by working hard, by what you want. If you want it, you'll receive it. If you don't want it, you're not going to receive it. It's like I tell people, man, if you want to be saved and you want the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to guide you and you want him to guide your heart and you want him to be in front of everything, then guess what? You got to believe in that and you got to go for it and you got to do that. That's the same thing with this. Believe in it and go for it and do it. And don't procrastinate. People tell, Free, when do I start? When do you start? You start today. You start right now. You start this second. This is when you're going to start. And they say, well, you know what, Free? I got a barbecue coming. I got the company party coming. Or, my mom's going to be over this weekend. My mother-in-law, she makes good potato salad and everything. Do you really want it? Do you really want it? I mean, that's what I want to know. Do you really want it? Because what's going to happen is you're not going to do it that day, because I've seen it too many times. And then the next day is going to come. He's, oh, my son, we're at school and we're going to do a picnic for them or whatever it is, right? I'm just giving you examples. And you're never going to do it. Shout out the shells on here. Appreciate you being on here. And please share my videos, guys. Guys, I'm on TikTok and I'm over here on Facebook, guys. I'm on Facebook also. But, you know, I do these shows, guys, because I want to help you out. I do my cooking shows because I want to help you out. I want to show y'all, man, there's been times where people tell me, oh, my God, I didn't know I could eat that on keto. I didn't know I could eat that. I said, why couldn't you eat that, you know? Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, cuz. Appreciate that. So these are the sweeteners you have to be careful with. You got to be real careful with a lot of stuff that's on here because they're going to say everything they're going to say. And, you know, they got things like buttered sugar, right? They got buttercream. It says buttercream, right? You're like, oh, it's not a sugar. That's good, you know? But no, it's not. You got caramel. You got stuff that says caramel on packaging, and you think, and it says sugar-free, but caramel's on there. You know how much sugar caramel hasn't it? But it's just that they can get away with this. The FDA don't hunt them down for stuff like this, and they should really go down on them, you know? But they won't, because why? This right here, all these sugars right here is probably a trillion dollar industry. Trillion, right? Think about it. So if we weren't consuming sugar, we won't have to see doctors. If we won't have to see doctors, we don't have to see pharmacies. If we don't see pharmacies, guess what? The scientists ain't making medicine. So no one's making medicine no more, right? Now the economy, think about what's going to happen, right? Nobody's making money. And I mean, everybody's going to be well and fixed and everything. But even over there, like in, where's that? In Europe and stuff like that, they don't eat as bad as we do in Texas. They don't eat as bad as we do in California. They don't eat as bad as we do at, in other places. They don't, even in schools, they eat more cleaner and everything, So it's not like we can't do it. It's just that we're used to this lifestyle and we don't want change in the lifestyle. We're going to get sick. Some of us, I see people that I talk to and their legs get hinchados. They get swollen. Their calves get swollen real bad where they're crying, where they're feeling bad. Do you know where that's from? That's inflammation. That's from inflammation. That's because they got too much fat in their liver. That's what that's from, fat in the liver. And I always tell people, you know what, man? I have an amazing tea. Go pick up that tea. That tea's amazing because it has milk thistle. Milk thistle cleans out your liver. I didn't design my tea. I didn't make my bakery. I didn't do all this to make money. I did this to help people. The main reason why I did my bakery, and I remember, I'll never forget it. Me and my wife were looking for a restaurant already, right? We started looking for a restaurant, a little too expensive at the time. So we started looking for a truck. But I still wanted a little spot. So I had this realtor guy, and I said, you know what? I want to be around Katy because that's where I live. I want, and then Katy, they pay good money out here. So now after a while, my wife's there. My wife's always been the one to say, slow down. Me, I'm not. I'm a taker. I'm a risk taker. I take risk all the time. If they tell me to leap off the bridge, I'll leap off the bridge to see what's gonna happen afterwards, right? If it's something if I'm gonna benefit from it, I'm just gonna live off the bridge, right? But my wife's different. My wife, she's more grounded. So she told me, she goes, hey babe, do you know that if you start doing your restaurant, I know it's gonna be good because keto, that's what you do and everything, but you're not going to be able to DJ no more. And you do really well DJing. And I said, yeah, I do like DJ and everything. I said, but I got more passion with this. And she goes, how much people do you want to reach? I remember Lydia telling me this, how many people do you want to reach? And I said, man, if I could reach people all around the U.S., around the world, that's exactly what I want to do. She says, well, you're not going to be able to do that at your restaurant. Some people don't even drive to Katy to get food. They won't unless they're out here and it's convenient. So she goes, why don't you do it? Why don't you have an online bakery? And I said, an online bakery? Hey, what's up, Tilly? How you doing? I said, an online bakery? And then I said, well, you know what? I have made some nice treats and everything. So by that time, guess what? My bakery is doing excellent. Go look at the reviews. I got more products coming in. Matter of fact, I'm about to put in some white chocolate macadamian, white chocolate walnut pecan cookies. They are to die for, guys. They are to die for. I got my banana bread. I'm about to put also a banana bread with white chocolate in it. You don't know what time it is, man. I tell you what, it's going to be really awesome, man. But if y'all don't know my bakery, make sure you go check it out right here. Sugaristhedevil.net. Sugaristhedevil.net. You can find my tea at TrishnaTea.com. Berry keto, guys. So these right here. Let me try to put them right close to y'all. Let me see if y'all can see them. So y'all can see them. Look right here. Let's see. These right here are the sugars you need to stay away from. Let me try to focus more. Let me see. Hopefully I'm showing y'all right. Here we go. I'm trying to get it's because it's the small print. He didn't want to focus on it. Anyway, so I am sharing them with y'all. Y'all could find this. Y'all could find this on Google. Y'all could find this on Yahoo. You could find this. This is not hard to find. Just put on there which sugars are not good for you, and they're there, you know. But so does anybody have any questions, man? Lopez, how you doing? How you doing, Lopez? So does anybody have any questions, guys? Does anybody have any questions? And please, if you're going to TikTok, please follow each other. I know there's not a lot of people on here right now, but I don't know why, but please follow each other, guys. Please follow each other. Please follow each other. And if I could help you, reach out to me, 832-715-2557, 832-715-2557. Guys, the only sweeteners that you should take is monk fruit, but make sure it's Lakanto or make sure it's one of the high pure monk fruit. Nothing mixed. Number 2, stevia. Number 3, erythritol. And that's all. That's all you should take. You should replace sugar that you have in your house right now and throw it away. I said last time, if you tag me on Facebook, on TikTok, and something just somehow show me a picture where you're throwing your sugar away, or even a little small video, I'm going to send you something from my bakery. Anything you want. Either you want the banana bread, either you want the Texas Snickerdoodle cookies, either you want the chocolate chip cookies, or the banana bread, or the just peanut butter cookies. Oh man, those are to die. Whew, I better stop. They're so good. Everything's so good. Today, shout out to Christina. Christina, she met me on TikTok, and her birthday is tomorrow. So hopefully she has a wonderful birthday. But she should, because she came to pick up a cake. We made her custom keto cake. Man, when I tell you my keto cakes, and the best part about it, guess what? We got our cake mixes. We got our baking mixes right now in our bakery. So now you could be the star of the show. You could make the cake. I don't care. I'm not going to say it's for me. You could make it. Just say, hey, you know what? I made a keto cake. Bam, you know. And guess what? You'll be the star of the show. And if you need more keto cakes, because I know they're going to want some more. They're going to be like, oh, my God, comadre, or man, how'd you make that? God, it's so delicious. You just order some more. Right now we got the vanilla, but soon we're going to have the chocolate in there. And the chocolate's already done. The recipe's already done. It's just that I haven't got the labels, had a chance to do the labels yet, because I'm doing the cookbook. But, guys, these are all my recipes. You would not find nothing. I've been challenging myself so hard, but I've always been like that. You know, when I did the rapping thing, when I was writing lyrics, I would never listen to other people's music. You know, when I was doing something like that, I would never. So the only time I go on my YouTube is to do my YouTube shows, to send my YouTubes over there, and then I try to jump off, right? I try to jump off, especially when it comes to that, because I don't want to be to the point where I'm going to make something and somebody else made it. Now I know a lot of people made a lot of stuff. I mean, it's impossible for not somebody just to make something that they haven't made, right? But I still don't want to be that person to say, you know what? I seen that over on YouTube. He did it from YouTube. No, I don't want that. So everything is my recipes. They're all signature recipes, guys. And my book is coming out. We're shooting it for around Christmas time. That's what we're shooting it for. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to Armando on here. Appreciate you being on here. Will send it to me in a PM. Okay, cool. That'll work. Shout out to Angie. Appreciate you being on here. And guys, make sure y'all can tag more people and bring more people on here and stuff like that. But we're about to start shutting down the show, guys. I hope this helped y'all. There's still some more sweeteners. Some more sugar that you need to stay away from. But I want to play something that I wrote, that I put together. But I got my wife to say it because my wife's a school teacher and she just has that beautiful voice, right, babe? So let me play it for you real quick. Here we go. Let me see. It's called The Dangers of Sugar. Please pay attention to it. Here we go.
The dangers of sugar. Unstable blood sugar control insulin resistance. Sugar can damage the insulin receptor sites on cells, causing them to not work as well as they should. This makes it harder to get the glucose into the cells to use as energy. The body, sensing it needs more glucose in the cells, puts out more insulin to try to compensate. Increased risk for type 2 diabetes. Eventually, the compensation can't keep up, and a person's blood glucose levels rises. There is a continuum of dysfunction until a diagnosis of type 2 diabetes can result. High insulin levels are inflammatory and can also create a host of other issues. Increased body fat obesity. An increase in belly fat increases risk of chronic disease like heart disease, obesity, type 2 diabetes, and cancer. Increased free fatty acid accumulation, which can have negative effects on blood lipids, triglycerides, and cholesterol. Leaky gut. Excess sugar feeds the bad bacteria like Candida in the gut and can lead to an imbalance in the gut bacteria. Dysbiosis, or an overgrowth of bad bacteria, is inflammatory and contributes to leaky gut and a cascade of mental, digestive, and systemic health issues over time. Increased risk for certain cancers. Sugar feeds cancer and excess sugar intake. Poor blood sugar control and increased insulin production increases your risk for certain cancers. Increased inflammation, which is the precursor for all chronic disease. Adrenal stress. The effect on destabilizing blood sugar levels creates fight or flight response, which creates a stress on adrenal function. Cell damage. Damage to the cells in your body, which lowers your cell's ability to communicate properly with each other. Sugar reacts with proteins in the body and damages them and their ability to function properly. Increase in dental cavities. Cardiovascular health issues negatively affects brain health. Did you know that we now call Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes? How much sugar is too much? Keto is Life TV.
You see, I told y'all she has a beautiful voice. She did that really well. Well, guys, man, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, man. If I could help y'all, please reach out to me, 832-715-2557. If you can't remember anything that I said on my show, remember this.
Sugar is the devil. First, it'll destroy the inside of you, and then it'll destroy the outside of you.
And that's exactly what it'll do. It'll destroy the inside of you, and then it'll destroy the outside of you, because it did that to me. But anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay blessed. If I could help you, reach out to me, 832-715-2557. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Sugar is the devil. Keto is life.